Well, guys, Shadu predicted Dami mirror. He might have been wrong on the Damis, but he was not wrong on the mirror. We have a fascinating match here of drone boats. Lots and lots of drone boats.
So what Exodus has done here is they've taken the exact Hydra setup, switched out the Executioners for Merlins, and also switched out the Gilas for Vexor Navy issues.
The Pandemic Legion setup.
Yeah. They've taken the Pandemic Legion setup, switched out the Executioners for Merlins, and then brought Vexor Navy issues in place of the Gilas, so which actually dovetail better off of the Myrmidon links. So it's going to be really interesting. I'm expecting both teams to go after Admiral Goberius and Reyes in the Myrmidons right off the bat.
We are
Match is starting now.
Yeah, it'd be interesting that the links are kind of the linchpin of the setup. There are no logistics on either side, so no repping. So really, if you kind of want to crack through the tanks quickly, maybe the Myrmidon is the right choice. Though we see Delika's Ishtar.
Exodus wins the Damp War hard. PL is going after the Ishtar of Delika, while Exodus is going after the Myrmidon of Admiral
and that
Goberius.
Ishtar has just melted. He's off the field. He is down. But the Myrmidon into armor for Admiral Goberius, but that is a lot of DPS already down for Exodus. Ishtar and Vexor Navy both through shields. We have another Ishtar of Eshnala into armor. Armor for Sturm Gura as well. Just half armor for the Myrmidon of Admiral Goberius and still tanking.
I think that PL has swapped their Myrmidon setup to where the Myrmidon tanks a lot more than it previously did because they saw something like this coming.
Absolutely. We have Eshnala now into structure for Exodus. Exodus just getting mopped up by Pandemic Legion. The Myrmidon of Goberius now into structure. But by the time that goes down, what do they have left? I mean,
yeah,
they're
already down they're already down 3 damage ships. So now we've got the Vexor Navy issue of El Diablo del Rojo going down, but it's not going down as fast as those Ishtars were. So we'll see if maybe they can make something happen. Meanwhile, Exodus is primarying the Vexor of Desaffinity.
Yeah, we have another Vexor Navy of El Diablo del Rojo going down here for Exodus. That's 4 ships off the field for Exodus. A very convincing start for the Pandemic Legion. We got to talk about the Damp War. They won the Damp War, but did it really matter against this many drone boats?
But either case, we've got a Gila of Destoya going down super fast. At the same time, Desaffinity is also pretty low.
Well, Zerexel Nightblade into low armor on the Vexor Navy issue on the Exodus side. Desaffinity's Vexor low for Pandemic Legion. Quite a brawl we have here, but with every ship that Exodus bleeds, they're going to go through Pandemic Legion ships slower. And right now, Pandemic Legion have the upper hand in DPS.
They absolutely do. It's going to be hard, though. I don't think that Exodus is going to be able to come back.
There's another healer for Pandemic Legion into structure about to go down. We still have 3 Vexors, 3 Merlins. Merlins for frigates actually can do a reasonable amount of DPS depending on their fit.
Well, they're going to be mostly damn fit, showing how much
Vexor now into armor as well.
Yep. Maybe. I mean, those attack bars aren't too far off, and the defense bars are pretty close, too.
Yeah, Exodus are not out of this match yet, but they are certainly climbing an uphill battle. Right now, Pandemic Legion is going for the Myrmidon of Reyes and Donis to get the links off the field, losing another Vexor in the process. Now there's a web and scramble on Water Ubersnall, a Vexor for Exodus here. Myrmidon about to die. Ishtar of Seamus Orzos at half armor.
Yeah, this is really close. I really want Exodus to win this personally.
Ishtar entering structure before the Myrmidon. Ishtar is down. Myrmidon will be close to follow behind,
but
Exodus
bar
is even
for
this up.
Exodus is larger. Well, it was a second ago. It's going to be. This is so close right now.
It's a fantastic job of Exodus to turn this around from what looked like a very dire situation. They are behind right now, but they're not as far behind as one might expect given the ships left on the field.
Yeah,
they have the Ishtar of Tinkang now into low armor and going down faster than Dradek's Vexor.
This is so close. It is going to be 3 Vexors versus 2 Vexor Ishtar in a second here. But those Merlins are going to be more instrumental towards the fight. There it goes. Exodus might still pull this out.
This is really incredible. Dancool now going into armor. If they can put significant damage into his armor before Dradek dies, Dradek into structure now, but they still, I think, are winning the DPS race here. Exodus doing a fantastic job.
already in half armor.
Dradek is down. We'll see if that allows Dancool to keep up, somehow escape some damage. Water, Ubers, and all Vexor now still scrammed, and Web taking a little more damage. The Ishtar for Dancool into structure.
This is so close right now. I don't even know how to call this. Ishtar for Dancool's about to go down at the same time.
No, this may come down to a frigate duel. We have 2 Vexors against 2 Vexors, one of which, for the Exodus side, is very low armor and dying. We'll see if they can start applying damage. Damage not really being applied right now, but they may be getting the tackle. They may be killing off the tackle.
Odd choice. They are killing the Executioners right now. There we go. Damage on Vexor of Tai. We'll see. Hopefully, Water can hold on just a little longer, and they can
Not
pop
looking
another
good
ship.
for him. Just a sliver start. He is off the field now. So 1 Vexor and 3 Merlins against 3 Executioners, 2 Vexors. Now we did see Exodus frigates in the SCL almost take down 2 Proteus by themselves. So these frigate pilots do know their stuff, and they may still be a force to be reckoned with if they can fly smart. They are not out of this yet. We have the Merlin of Niart Gun, that said, into low armor. He's scrammed and webbed. Vexor of Tycoonigan on Pandemic Legion side, half armor. Both Executioners, Faffer and Leonid Kalkin, also low armor. What an exciting match. That Merlin now, or the Merlin, I should say, is now bleeding into structure. Webb on Vitone's Vexor. That could be trouble for him, who's now at half armor.
Yeah, but Tycho is probably going to go down first from the looks of it, so we will end up with, it'll be close, 1 Vexor, 1 half-dead Vexor against, yeah, it's super close at this
extremely
point.
strong showing from Exodus. A lot of people are underestimating them. This really was a very close. For falling so far behind so early, putting up this kind of fight, and frankly, I'm not ready to count them out of this right now. We have the Vexor for Tycoonigan just about to go down. One more volley from drones or some sort of damage will take him out. The Vexor for Vitone still at about 2/3 structure. Both
he goes
one
down first.
Tycoonigan both go down.
So they're both down. At this point, it's 3 Merlins versus 3 Executioners and a Vexor. One of Niart Gun is
maybe
about to
2.5
go down.
Merlins there with the structure damage, but he's regenerating shields, so he's gotten escape
The
damage.
Executioners do have some sort of armor reps on them, local tank. And Niart Gun goes down. At this point, it probably is definitely in the bag for Pandemic Legion, but what a fantastically close match.
So as these frigate pilots on the Exodus side, we have Scram Webb on one of them. They don't seem to be counter-scramming, so I think you're right. They were pure damp fit.
Well, when I did look at them, they do have guns, but I don't think that they're going to have the DPS to try to get around the Vexor.
Oh, there's big damage on a Mr. Falcon's frigate there. Good fights going down in local.
And I believe that Admiral Goberius is confirming my thoughts at the beginning of the match. He's telling them to check out the Mermail. I think that they did switch to a high bait tank setup. But like I said, I called it earlier when we were on our break that I think that what Exodus is trying to do is get Pandemic Legion to bring this setup. And if Exodus would have gone with the counterintuitive thing of going after the Ishtars first, I think they would have won this match.
Yeah, this was an extremely exciting, extremely close match from Exodus, falling way behind early, coming back and just plowing through DPS ships. I can only think their damage setups were much higher DPS output than Pandemic Legions, and as a result, we're just shredding PL ships much faster than one might expect. That Merlin is now webbed for Mr. Falcon. He should be going down shortly without taking any more blood off of Pandemic Legion's team for a clean 100-point win for PL to go up 1-0 in this series. The winner of this series, as was mentioned before the break does get a guaranteed tournament prize. They go on to fight in the final against Hydra, and PL is on good footing to go into the best of 3 after the break. The Merlin now scrammed as well, low armor, bleeding. We do have Faffer's Executioner taking a bit of damage, so maybe Blaster Fit Merlin there trying to do a little bit and maybe get a little more blood.
Well, he is applying their full attack bar right now, but I don't think it's going to matter, it being so small. But actually, really good showing by Exodus, and I'm leaning more and more towards thinking that this probably is PL's strongest setup. They keep bringing it when it matters, and winning and lose sometimes, and winning most of the time.
Well, that was a fantastic match to start off that best of 3. We're going to pass it on back to CSP Soundwave in the studio.